we talk a lot about risks. Let's not forget about innovation and how sustainability also bring opportunities.
Mario, Charlotte, welcome. Mario, we're living in a low growth environment. So I'm hearing a lot about sustainability being used as a driver for growth, which might be sort of a new concept for some people. Is that something that you subscribe to?
Very much so, because I think we have always been looking at sustainability from the perspective of it's an added cost to the business. And some things really come at a cost. But we also understand that for the consumers, for the brands, it is important to see that there is value creation. And we are actively looking for opportunities to see what are the drivers of that value creation, because that's going to be very important in terms of prioritizing out of all the situations we have to deal with in terms of sustainability, which are the important indicators that help us addressing the right actions and prioritizing the budget for those actions.
Charlotte, how do you see sustainability being a driver for growth?
Yeah, so I think, as Mario said, it's really like the key point right now. The industry is being challenged from a lot of standpoints. And so making sure that sustainability is still at the core of decisions, it means it needs to bring growth. And so for me, it's twofold. There's the element of risk mitigation. How do you, reduce those risks, adapt to the changes? And the other part is how do you bring value to your consumer thanks to sustainability? So how do you drive that into innovation processes and your portfolio changes?
You speak to leaders in this sector all the time. What are you hearing from them?
Yeah, I think, they're in a phase where they need to challenge. They are challenged by the boards, by the different teams and functions internally. Budgets are being restricted. So how do you really bring, and I mean, it's always about this ROI, you're in a business space. So how do you make sure that sustainability connects back to the business? So that's a big shift for the chief sustainability officers that we work with.
Looking ahead for the next few years, 5 years, what do you think will separate the sustainability winners?
Well, I think as Charlotte is saying, I think budgets are always going to be restricted for everybody, right? And what we see today is a necessity to cope with regulation and compliance. At the same time, we want to drive sustainability attributes that will help consumers understand the value that the products bring. And so for me, in terms of 5 years, it's going to be how do we effectively manage a higher level playing field that is going to come from the application of regulation, but at the same time, maintain that driver on what is discretionary, that that you are taking measures that are going to be improving those social and environmental attributes that will be recognized by the consumer.
Charlotte?
Yeah, so as Mario said, it's really about figuring out how to prioritize between every change that is required to what will actually bring competitive advantage. And so for me, one key topic is we talk a lot about risks. Let's not forget about innovation and how sustainability also bring opportunities.
Charlotte, Mario, thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.